Rico.toro. Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué la hay, mi gente? So, little Monday morning recap of the weekend, and I'm also gonna give y'all some more of my real life experiences, personal observations, just a little something that 50% of the world appreciates honesty and sincerity and openness, and the other 50% are judgmental people that look to throw shade or talk negatively about someone because often they're too insecure to be open and genuine. So stay tuned. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already done so. Help me get to 1,000. Hit that subscribe, share, like. My bottles have been authenticated. So, the other day on DominicanToday.com, there was an article that said that there's going to be a ban of sale of alcohol on Dominican Republic beaches and excursions and certain tourist attractions for 60 days. However, the article doesn't say when it's supposed to start. And as far as I know yesterday they were serving alcohol on the beach, and I haven't heard anything further on that. So just to give you guys a heads up, I didn't want to speculate too much. I didn't want to put nothing out that anything was definitive. So I deleted my first upload. Anyways, so yeah, it's all related because of the problem with the fake liquor on the island, which Mr. Flip Flop, shout out to him, he did a video explaining a little more of how this happens, why this happens with different vendors and then shady vendors that pull up in a truck in the back entrance offering bottom of the barrel prices that make some people willing to take that risk, but it is a huge risk because there are severe punishments being handed out to those caught selling, serving, or distributing fake alcohol. So anyways, for the details on testing and trying to figure out if your liquor is real, you can flip over to that. So anyways, I'm not going to talk anything more on the fake alcohol thing other than I can say a couple of bottles that I have in my house are legit. Personally, I don't know anyone that's gotten sick or died from fake rum. I'm like a person that is a good example that not everybody's drinking fake rum or getting fake rum. So anyways, the government and the Brugal company seems to be working diligently to eradicate the situation. So this weekend, went to Paradise Ranch yesterday again. Shout out to the German Boricuas. Shout out to DC Keith. Shout out to Bordy, Farid. Shout out to Junior, the boss up there. So all that great time as always. It was more crowded, more people than I had ever seen in there. Maybe it's because of the later curfew, which is 9 p.m. on the weekends now. So Friday, I was in the casino, and first weekend since it reopened after closing for ignorance. And when I say ignorance, I don't mean breaking the curfew law as much. I mean ignorance because some people, whether Dominican, Haitian, or American, Canadian, Yugoslavian, just don't know how to freaking act. And enough on that. So I was there, pretty decent crowd. The disco was pretty crowded. Me and my friends, we posted up outside with a couple bottles of Extra Viejo. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. Whether it's Dominican or the non-Dominican people that know how to speak a little bit of Spanish, know how to dance a little bachata, or have traveled the island, embracing the culture, some sort of combination thereof. So if I ever put an official group together, those are the qualifications. But I already, like I say, we have a pretty good network. We're all friends. We don't badmouth anybody else. We just have fun. We're not promoting or any. We're not looking for any like business schemes or we're just living life, enjoying it as we go. So, come to find out, Saturday night, actually, I think it was the police from Puerto Plata came and shut down the casino again for, I presume, to be more ignorance or nonsense. Usually when the Puerto Plata police are called, it means something's going to happen because SOSUA police don't really have a lot of authority in these matters, I don't think. So, moving right along. Another amiga of mine, not the other drama one. I think I'm a magnet for some things. Not in a bad way, but, non-pro type, civilian type that I've been dealing with for, listen to the math, about 10 or 11 months. Apparently, she's been hiding like a 6-month pregnancy very well. Unbeknownst to me, I'm thinking like a lot of people think, Presidente, beer gut, blah, blah, blah. Because a lot of them have them, let's be real. So she told me about some situation. She had to go to Santiago for whatever to deal with medically. And the other night I'm sitting there with her, at a restaurant, and I asked her, have you dealt with that yet? And she said, no, I need to talk to you when we get back to your house. And so she tells me that she's 6 months pregnant, and remember the math again. We've known each other like 10, 11 months. She's 6 months pregnant. But before we met, she had a boyfriend, and he left her soon as he found out she was pregnant. And, I'm thinking, okay, she's not pointing the finger at me, so the rest is irrelevant. But I am fairly intelligent when it comes to dates and times and things of that nature. So I'm like, well, we've known each other longer than 6 months, but okay. So it's no big deal to me. She, the real boyfriend was smashing her as well, I guess. So, esto lo que hay. So, I actually go to Facebook Messenger to see some of our earlier messages, because that's how we initially met. And I'm like, all right. I did have to put in some work with this one. So I looked at that date and then had to add a couple of weeks or so before we actually connected from when I dropped my number. But I'm still that's much more than 6 months or whatever, but wasn't going to make a thing about the timeline. I'm just, like I said, I must be a magnet for the pregnant chicks or something. But you know, this one actually though, you know, is just real simple. I'm not being accused or whatever. I'm going to the States next month for a week or two. And it's easy for me to just sort of walk away in this case, and that's what I'm gonna do swiftly. So stay tuned. So yeah, those that appreciate sincerity and rico.toro just being genuine, you might appreciate me sharing. Those judgmental types, insecure types that can't be open and honest, maybe not. That's okay. That's okay. You know, one thing I learned about this country is when it comes to the things that matter most, I think I have a good combination of Dominicans as well as Americans that have my back when it comes to some things. Now I don't take my connections and relationships for granted, but I am aware. I do know enough good local people, as well as some trusty expats that, you know, don't have nothing bad to say about anybody. Just all people that have legit businesses and things, and you know, beyond my usual modo concho and network of ladies, there are some good family people and such that I can trust and rely upon. So that's why I'm comfortable. That's my point. That's why I'm comfortable being genuine, etc. Because regardless of what the streets gotta say, there's always somebody willing. I've learned through some crazy times here. There's people that step up and have my back. So hope you enjoy some of the other footage I'm throwing in. Stay well.
Signor Toro! Signor Toro!
They don't see this shit. Yeah.